Yeah, I mean, we just didn't play good enough, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Starting with me, obviously we missed some kicks and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we had multiple opportunities to score. So I mean, we have to find ways to get the ball in the end zone, and that starts with me. You can't just get yards. We got to be able to get in the end zone when we're down there.
The offensive line, I know there's a little struggle there. How did you assess what was going on between the offensive line? I know they have a good defensive line, but how did you assess that matchup?
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of money in that defensive front. They got a lot of great players. So, I mean, obviously, I got to go back and watch the film. But I thought they battled, and it's my job to get the ball out of my hand. And I felt like I was holding a little too long in certain situations, and I got to be better in that instance. And I think I got better as the game went on. But 2 slow starts in a row, you got to get better in the first half.
Patrick, obviously before halftime, there was a little discussion between you and what took place there.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I wanted to go try to score. I mean, that's just who I am. We were in a tough situation. I believe it was like second or third and 20 or something like that. And probably the smart decision was to just take it. We had got the ball at a half. Let's just go to halftime. But I'm always gonna be wanting to score. And I mean, I pretty much just said, let me have a chance at it. And then he was just like, let's get back in the locker room and we'll get something going for the next half. And I guess I don't know if that's an altercation, but I mean that was the end of the conversation. No, yeah, it was just it was the run because I tried to go deep the first 2 times, and obviously they were in a deep coverage, and I was just all I said was I'm not going to turn it over. I'll get it out, try to get to the sideline and get us a chance to kick a field goal. But I mean it's a tough situation. I mean I'm on the field. I'm playing. I want to always try to go score. That's who I am. But that's their job is to make sure they manage the game the right way. And I mean we had multiple chances to win after that. We just got to be better in the second half. We got to gel all together. I mean, it starts with me. I mean, there were certain throws I was putting on guys' back hips instead of in front of them. There were certain situations where we were just barely off. If it was a D lineman got around my feet and I missed Justin Watson, or if it was a throw at the end of the game where I could have maybe tried to put it in front of Juju and it gets tipped up for a pick. I mean, it's just little things like that. Whenever you're playing a tough game like that, you have to execute at a higher level, and we have to learn from it. I mean, our schedule gets no easier. We have a hard game, Sunday Night Football against Tampa next week with a great defense. So we have to get better quickly, and if we don't want these L's to start piling up. We want to make sure we get back on that winning train.
Patrick, it seems like the D-ball hasn't been there as much as it was in years past. What are you seeing from defense? Are they playing you any differently than other athletes?
Yeah, I mean, they're playing deep. I mean, that's their goal is to make us drive the field, make us execute. I had the one in the first drive. I missed Marquez. I got to hit that, especially in games like this. If I hit that throw, it's probably a whole different ball game. But other than that, I mean, they played back the entire game. They let us drive the field, and they stopped us in the red zone. I'm sure that was their game plan going in. They executed it well.
Special teams had a few.
Are these expected growing pains with the new group, or is this stretch beyond that?
I mean, I don't expect any growing pains. I mean, you obviously have new players, and you don't know how everybody's gonna respond in tough situations. So we can learn from it. But for me, I'm always going out there with the expectation that we're gonna win.
Patrick, the special teams earlier had a few mistakes. You being on the offensive side of the ball, how much does that carry over to the rest of the game?
You can't let it carry over. I mean, you got to just kind of respond. I mean, even though we had the early mistakes and stuff like that, I mean, we trust those guys in those positions. That's why we keep going back to them. For us as an offense, we got to make it where those little mistakes don't cause a loss. I mean, we had multiple chances to get in the end zone. If we get in the end zone one time, and so don't stall out in the red zone that second half, the game's over. So, I mean, it's just with the defense plays like this, the defense plays like they did today, and they've played this whole season, we got to win these football games.
Sky's young. Were you able to talk to him after that?
Yeah, I talked to him. I mean, we have full trust in Sky. He's talented. He made one mistake. I mean, at the end of the day, he made one mistake. That ended up causing a touchdown, but I think he'll make a lot of plays in that Chiefs uniform that will be positive for us, and so we're going to keep going back to him and keep giving him chances to make plays.
A couple more. In the second half, when you guys kicked the field goal on 4th and goal from the 2, is there a conversation there? I mean, are you trying to?
Yeah, I mean, I try most times. They did a good job of stopping us a couple of times there at the goal line. I had the one where it kind of slipped out of my hand trying to get to Kels real fast, and in certain situations, you have to just take the points and when a game's going like this, and I think you see that sometimes. I mean, the defense plays like they're playing right now, I mean, I have full trust the offense is going to figure it out. So, I mean, if that's the positive I see in this game is defense is playing really good football, and the offense we have to learn to get better as the season goes on so we can win a lot of football games.
Were you feeling the momentum kind of shifting from time to time? Obviously, you look at the fake field goal that you all tried earlier, and then coming out of half, I mean, you went for it the first time on the fourth down before going for it on the goal line. I mean, do you all feel the sense of the game shifting at any time during that point?
I didn't. I mean, the way our defense was playing, I mean, you were just relying on them. You're just trying to find ways to put points on the board. I mean, they've done a great job these first few weeks. They did a great job today. And they have players too, and we gave them too many chances, and we didn't put it in the end zone, and they made plays at the end of the day. So I didn't feel the momentum really swing until after they scored the last touchdown. But I mean, we have to be better. I mean, that's all I can say as an offense. We have to be better.
Last one out. How do you assess what this team is? Is week one come out dominant, or the team that's still struggling to figure out who you are?
I mean, it's. I don't know if you can assess how the team is yet. I just want to find ways to win at the end of the day. We obviously aren't playing the way we wanted to these last 2 weeks on offense, but we've been battling, and the guys battling. You can see them battling to the very end, and so you love that. But you got to find. I mean, our schedule. We have a tough schedule, so we have to find a way to win these football games. They're going to be tough contests, and so we'll see how we respond. I'm excited to see how the guys respond.
All right.